In the dimness of an ancient temple, an enigmatic figure materializes before us. Its face, hidden under a hood, seems to hold the secrets of the universe. My dear truth seekers, I am Dr. Alejandro Vega, and today we will delve into one of the most intriguing and controversial biblical mysteries of all time. Imagine for a moment a being that transcends time and space, a priest-king that challenges our understanding of mortality. A character so mysterious that even the scriptures appear to hesitate when describing him. Who is this living enigma that has bewildered theologians, historians, and seekers of truth for millennia? My friends, prepare yourselves to question everything you thought you knew about sacred history. Today, we will unravel the mystery of Melchizedek. Was Melchizedek a mere mortal blessed by God? Or are we facing something much deeper and more unsettling? Some say he was an immortal being, others suggest he could be a divine incarnation. But there are those who dare to go further, proposing a theory that will shake the foundations of our reality. What if Melchizedek was an extraterrestrial being? The Bible describes him as without father, without mother, without genealogy. Doesn't that strike you as suspiciously similar to a being not of this world? A traveler from the stars, perhaps, who came to Earth with cosmic knowledge beyond our understanding. In this episode, we will delve into ancient texts, decipher hidden codes, and examine evidence that has been deliberately concealed by those who fear the truth. Prepare for a journey that will challenge your perception of reality and make you question the true nature of our existence. Are you ready to discover the truth about Melchizedek? Join me on this journey into the unknown, because the truth, my dear seekers, is about to be revealed. To understand the magnitude of the mystery we are about to unravel, we must first contextualize the figure of Melchizedek in the biblical narrative. He appears briefly, but his impact resonates through the centuries, leaving a trail of unanswered questions and theories that defy our understanding of reality. In the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verses 18 to 20, we find the first mention of this enigmatic character. It reads thus: Then Melchizedek, king of Salem and priest of the Most High God, brought out bread and wine. He blessed Abram, saying, Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and praise be to God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand. Then Abram gave him a tenth of everything. Pause for a moment and reflect on these words. Isn't it strange that a priest-king appears out of nowhere, blesses Abraham, and then disappears without a trace? The Bible, usually meticulous in detailing lineages and origins, remains disconcertingly silent about Melchizedek's background. But the mystery doesn't end there. Centuries later, in Psalm 110, verse 4, King David makes an astounding declaration. The Lord has sworn and will not change his mind. You are a priest forever, in the order of Melchizedek. A priest forever? In whose order? These words suggest a continuity, a priestly line that transcends time and space. How can a priestly order exist based on someone who apparently had neither beginning nor end? The enigma deepens further in the New Testament. In the letter to the Hebrews, chapter 7, verses 1 to 3, the author makes a statement that has perplexed scholars for centuries. This Melchizedek was king of Salem and priest of God Most High. He met Abraham returning from the defeat of the kings and blessed him, and Abraham gave him a tenth of everything. First, the name Melchizedek means king of righteousness. Then also, king of Salem means king of peace. Without father or mother, without genealogy, without beginning of days or end of life, resembling the Son of God, he remains a priest forever. My dear truth seekers, doesn't this description transcend the human? Without father, without mother, without genealogy, without beginning of days nor end of life. These are not the attributes of a mortal being. We are facing the description of an immortal being, a divine entity, or perhaps something beyond our earthly understanding. This is where our research leads us down unexplored paths. Some theorists suggest that Melchizedek could be an early manifestation of Christ, a theory known as a Christophany. Others propose he might be an incarnate angel sent to guide humanity in crucial moments. But there is an even bolder theory, one that challenges the limits of our perceived reality. What if Melchizedek were a being from another world, an interstellar traveler with knowledge and technologies that for ancient humans would be indistinguishable from magic or the divine? This theory, although controversial, is not as far-fetched as it might seem at first glance. Throughout history, we find numerous accounts of celestial beings descending to Earth, interacting with humans, and then mysteriously disappearing. Could these accounts be primitive interpretations of encounters with advanced extraterrestrial beings? My friends, we are merely scratching the surface of this millennial mystery. In the upcoming segments, we will delve into surprising evidence, hidden connections, and revelations that will shake the foundations of our understanding of sacred history and the universe itself. Prepare yourselves, because the journey to uncover the truth about Melchizedek is just beginning. And I promise that what you are about to discover will forever change your perception of reality. Now, my dear truth seekers, let us delve into the depths of this cosmic mystery. The figure of Melchizedek, as we have seen, defies all conventional explanations. But what if I told you that there is evidence suggesting an even more extraordinary nature than we might imagine? Let's begin by analyzing the very name of Melchizedek. In Hebrew, Melchi means king, and Tzedek means justice, king of justice. A title that transcends the earthly, doesn't it? But there is more. He is also called King of Salem, which means King of Peace. Justice and peace, two universal concepts that go beyond any specific culture or era. Now consider for a moment the biblical description of Melchizedek as someone without father, mother, or genealogy. In a culture where lineage was everything, where genealogies were meticulously recorded, this description is, to say the least, shocking. How can a being exist without origin? Here is where boldest theories begin to take shape. Some researchers suggest this description might be an early way of describing a being not subject to earthly biological laws. An extraterrestrial being, perhaps, or maybe an interdimensional traveler. Let's consider the attributes assigned to Melchizedek. 1. He appears and disappears without explanation. He has neither beginning nor end of life. He possesses knowledge and authority that transcend the human. He is instantly recognized and respected by key figures like Abraham. Doesn't this remind you of modern accounts of encounters with extraterrestrial beings? Beings that appear out of nowhere, possess advanced technology and knowledge, and then vanish without a trace. But let's go further. In apocryphal texts, specifically in the book of Enoch, there are mentions of watchers, celestial beings who descended to Earth to interact with humans. Could Melchizedek be one of these watchers? A being from the stars sent to guide and observe the development of humanity? The ancient astronaut theory, proposed by authors like Erich von Däniken, suggests that many divine or semi-divine figures of ancient religions could have been, in reality, extraterrestrial visitors. Their actions and technology, incomprehensible to humans at the time, would have been interpreted as miracles or divine manifestations. Let's apply this theory to Melchizedek, a being who appears at a crucial moment in biblical history, blesses Abraham, the father of the three major monotheistic religions, and establishes a priestly order lasting for millennia. Doesn't this seem like a calculated intervention to influence the course of human history? But there is more. In esoteric tradition and some alternative biblical study circles, there is talk of the Order of Melchizedek as a line of secret knowledge that has endured through the centuries. Could this order be a legacy of cosmic knowledge left by a being from the stars? Consider also the symbolism of the bread and wine that Melchizedek offers to Abraham. In many ancient cultures, bread and wine symbolize knowledge and life. Could this act represent the transmission of advanced knowledge from a superior being to a chosen human? Now observe the connection between Melchizedek and Jesus in the New Testament. In the letter to the Hebrews, Jesus is compared to Melchizedek, suggesting that both share a similar nature. Could this imply that Jesus was also a being of non-terrestrial origin? a cosmic envoy sent to guide humanity. The idea of advanced beings intervening in our history is not new. From ancient Sumerian legends to Egyptian hieroglyphs, we find references to gods who descended from the skies to teach and guide humanity. Could Melchizedek be part of this tradition of cosmic intercessors? Consider the implications. If Melchizedek were indeed an extraterrestrial or interdimensional being, this would mean that 1. Humanity has been in contact with higher intelligences since ancient times. Our religions and belief systems might be based on real interactions with advanced beings. There is the possibility that even today, these beings are among us, observing and perhaps guiding our development. But, my dear truth seekers, don't just take my word for it. Investigate for yourselves. Examine ancient texts with new eyes. Search for hidden connections. Because the truth, as I always say, is out there, waiting to be discovered by open minds and brave hearts. In our next segment, we will explore even more deeply the implications of this theory. We will analyze archaeological evidence that could support the idea of Melchizedek as a being from another world, and examine how this revelation could change our understanding of history and religion. Prepare yourselves, my friends, because what is to come will challenge everything you thought you knew about our place in the universe. The truth about Melchizedek could be the key to unraveling the deepest mysteries of our existence. My dear truth seekers, before we dive even deeper into this ocean of mysteries, let us pause. Take a deep breath. Let the revelations we have uncovered so far settle in your minds. But don't relax too much, because what we are about to explore will make everything before seem just the tip of the iceberg. Imagine for a moment if Melchizedek was truly a being from another world, what else might be hidden in the pages of our sacred texts? How many other gods or angels might have been, in reality, visitors from the stars? And here's the question that will truly make you tremble. What if Melchizedek never really left? Think about it. A being described as having no beginning of days nor end of life. Could he still be among us, watching, guiding from the shadows? Could the mysterious Order of Melchizedek be more than just a secret society, but a group of contactees chosen to preserve and transmit cosmic knowledge? There are whispers of encounters with beings calling themselves emissaries of Melchizedek. Accounts of mystical experiences, of knowledge revealed that defy our current understanding of physics and reality itself. But there's more, much more. In our next segment, I will reveal evidence that has been carefully hidden by those who fear the truth coming to light. Evidence that could forever change our understanding of human history, our place in the cosmos, and our destiny as a species. Prepare yourselves, my brave seekers, because we are about to cross a threshold from which there is no return. The rabbit hole is deep, and we are just beginning our descent. But before we proceed, I need you to ask yourselves a crucial question. Are you truly ready for the truth? Because once you see it, nothing will be the same again. Stay with me, because the most shocking revelation is yet to come. My dear truth seekers, before we plunge into the depths of this cosmic mystery, I need a moment of your attention. As many of you know, this channel is more than just a source of information. It is a community of restless minds, of brave souls who dare to question the established order. And it is thanks to you, my faithful companions in this quest for the truth, that we can continue unraveling the deepest enigmas of our existence. In our last video about hidden codes in the book of Ezekiel, many of you shared fascinating theories. The user Star Traveler 33 suggested a connection between Ezekiel's wheels and ancient designs of spaceships. An intriguing idea that definitely deserves more research. If you are not yet part of our community of seekers, I invite you to join. Subscribe now and activate the notification bell. You won't want to miss a single revelation, because believe me, what we are about to discover about Melchizedek will shake the foundations of everything you thought you knew. And speaking of discoveries, next week we will be exploring the mysterious disappearance of the Ark of the Covenant. Was it really stolen, or perhaps teleported? Don't miss it. Now, my brave companions, I ask you to share in the comments. What theories do you have about the true nature of Melchizedek? Do you think he could be an extraterrestrial being, or perhaps a time traveler? Your ideas could be the key to unraveling this millennial mystery. Prepare yourselves, for we are about to dive even deeper into the enigma of Melchizedek. The truth is out there, and together we will uncover it. Welcome back, my tireless truth seekers. I hope you are prepared, because what we are about to reveal will challenge everything you thought you knew about Melchizedek, biblical history, and our place in the cosmos. Let's start by examining some archaeological evidence that could support the theory of Melchizedek as a being from another world. In 1968, in the Qumran caves where the famous Dead Sea Scrolls were found, an enigmatic fragment known as 11Q13 was discovered. This text, dating from the 1st century BC, speaks extensively about Melchizedek, but in a way that has left scholars perplexed. The fragment describes Melchizedek not only as a priest-king, but as a celestial figure who will play a crucial role in the final judgment. He is attributed powers and characteristics that go beyond the human. Doesn't this seem surprisingly similar to how we might describe an advanced being with technology that to us would be indistinguishable from magic? But there is more. In various archaeological sites in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, representations have been found of beings that the ancients described as gods or celestial beings. Many of these beings are depicted with attributes that today we would associate with advanced technology: helmets, suits that look like space outfits, objects emitting light or fire. What if these representations were the ancients' attempts to describe encounters with beings like Melchizedek? Beings from other worlds with technology so advanced that it appeared divine. Now consider the linguistic aspect. The name Melchizedek has traditionally been translated as King of Justice. However, some linguists suggest there might be an alternative interpretation. In some ancient dialects, Sedek means not only justice, but can also refer to the stars or the sky. Could Melchizedek actually mean King of the Stars? This interpretation gains even more strength when we examine Gnostic texts, specifically the Gospel of the Egyptians. In this text, Melchizedek is described as a being who inhabits the higher aeons and who has the ability to travel between different realms of existence. Doesn't this sound like a description of a being capable of traveling between dimensions or across space-time? But perhaps the most intriguing evidence comes from an unexpected place: modern quantum physics. Some theorists have proposed the existence of what they call transdimensional entities, beings that could exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously. This theory could explain how Melchizedek could appear and disappear, or exist without being subject to linear time as we know it. Now let's connect the dots. We have a being who, 1. appears without known lineage or history, possesses knowledge and authority that transcend the human, is described in ancient texts as a celestial or divine entity, has the ability to influence crucial events in human history, is depicted in ancient art in a way that suggests advanced technology, has a name that could be interpreted as King of the Stars, is described in esoteric texts as capable of traveling between different realms of existence. Doesn't it seem that all of this points to an astonishing conclusion? Melchizedek could be not just an extraterrestrial, but an interdimensional being, a time and space traveler sent to guide the course of human history. But there is more, much more. What if I told you that evidence suggests Melchizedek's influence didn't end in biblical times? Throughout history, there have been secret societies and esoteric orders claiming to follow Melchizedek's teachings. From the Knights Templar to certain branches of Freemasonry, these organizations have jealously guarded what they call the mysteries of Melchizedek. What are these mysteries? According to some initiates who have broken their vow of silence, they involve advanced knowledge about the nature of the universe, manipulation of space-time, and even communication with entities from other worlds or dimensions. Now, consider the modern reports of UFO sightings and encounters with extraterrestrial beings. Many of these accounts describe beings who appear and disappear at will, who possess advanced knowledge of the universe, and who seem to be observing and guiding the development of humanity. Doesn't this remind you of the descriptions of Melchizedek? What if these modern encounters are a continuation of the same interaction that began millennia ago with Melchizedek? What if the appearance of Melchizedek in biblical times was only the first documented contact in an ongoing relationship between humanity and advanced beings from other worlds or dimensions? My dear seekers of truth, the implications of this theory are vast. If Melchizedek was truly an extraterrestrial or interdimensional being, this would mean that 1. Humanity has been in contact with higher intelligences since its inception. Our religions and belief systems might be based on real interactions with advanced beings. It is possible that even today, these beings are among us, observing and guiding our development. The history we know might be only a fraction of the true narrative of our species. But perhaps the most impactful implication is this. If Melchizedek was a being from the stars, what does this say about our own origin and destiny as a species? Are we also children of the stars, destined to evolve to a state similar to Melchizedek? The truth, my friends, could be more astonishing than we ever imagined. And though some may fear these revelations, I say do not fear. For if Melchizedek and beings like him have been guiding us for millennia, does this not suggest there is a greater plan for humanity? We are on the brink of a new dawn of understanding. And while the path to truth may be challenging, I promise it is worth every step of the journey. In our next segment, we'll explore the philosophical and spiritual implications of these revelations. Prepare yourselves, because we are about to redefine not only our history, but our future as a species. My dear truth seekers, we have reached a crucial point in our journey. The revelations about Melchizedek that we have explored are not simply historical data or speculative theories. They are the key to a completely new understanding of our existence, our purpose, and our place in the vast cosmos. Allow me to guide you through a transcendental thought exercise. Imagine for a moment that everything we have discussed about Melchizedek is true, that he really is a being from another world or dimension who has been interacting with humanity since time immemorial. What implications would this have for our understanding of reality? First, it would force us to reconsider the very nature of existence. If beings like Melchizedek can move freely through time and space, does this mean our universe is much vaster and more complex than we ever imagined? Could what we perceive as reality be just a fraction of an infinite multiverse? Second, we would have to re-examine our understanding of spirituality and religion. If figures like Melchizedek, who have been revered as divine or semi-divine, are actually extraterrestrial or interdimensional beings, what does this mean for our beliefs? Could it be that what we have called God is actually an advanced civilization that has been guiding our development? This idea does not necessarily negate the existence of a supreme being or a universal creative force. In fact, it could be argued that it expands our understanding of the divine. Perhaps beings like Melchizedek are manifestations or emissaries of a higher cosmic intelligence, working to elevate the consciousness of developing species like ours. Third, we must consider the implications for our own potential as a species. If Melchizedek is an example of what an advanced life form can achieve, does this not suggest that we ourselves could evolve to attain such capabilities? Could it be that the purpose of Melchizedek's interaction with humanity is to guide us toward our own cosmic destiny? This leads to a fascinating perspective on human evolution. Perhaps we are not destined simply to develop more advanced technology, but to expand our consciousness to the point where we can transcend the limitations of space-time, just as Melchizedek does. Let's also consider the ethical implications of this revelation. If we have been in contact with higher intelligences throughout our history, how should this influence our behavior as a species? Does it not compel us to aspire to higher standards of conduct, knowing that we are observed and guided by more advanced beings. Additionally, this perspective could provide a new framework for addressing the global challenges we face. Problems that seem insurmountable from our limited perspective might be mere obstacles on our path to a greater cosmic destiny. But perhaps the most profound implication of all is how this revelation could change our understanding of death and immortality. If Melchizedek is described as without beginning of days or end of life, does this suggest that immortality is attainable? Could it be that what we perceive as death is merely a transition to another state of existence, one that beings like Melchizedek have mastered? My dear seekers, these ideas may seem overwhelming, even unsettling to some, but I urge you to embrace them with an open mind and a courageous heart, because within these revelations lies the seed of a new era of enlightenment for humanity. Imagine a future where our species has transcended its current limitations, where we can move freely through time and space, where we have achieved a full understanding of our connection with the cosmos. This could be the destiny that Melchizedek and others like him have been preparing us to reach. But remember, with great knowledge comes great responsibility. As we approach these cosmic truths, we must ask ourselves, are we ready to take the next step in our evolution? Are we prepared to accept our place as citizens of the cosmos? The truth about Melchizedek is not just a revelation about our past, but a window into our future. A future where humanity could join the ranks of beings like Melchizedek, becoming guardians and guides to other developing species. This is the true legacy of Melchizedek, not just a mystery to solve, but a path to follow. A path that leads us beyond the stars, toward a destiny we can scarcely imagine. My brave companions in this quest for truth, I ask you to reflect deeply on these ideas, for within them may lie the key to unlocking not only the mysteries of the universe, but also the limitless potential that lies dormant within each of us. My dear seekers of truth, now that we've explored the depths of the mystery of Melchizedek and its cosmic implications, it is time to bring these revelations to a more personal level. How can we apply this knowledge in our daily lives? How can this understanding transform our individual existence? First, consider the eternal perspective of Melchizedek. Described as a being without beginning of days or end of life, he invites us to reconsider our own relationship with time. In our busy modern world, we often get lost in the urgency of the moment, forgetting the larger cosmic picture. What if we started to view our lives from a broader, more eternal perspective? Imagine how your focus might change if you began each day asking, how can I act today in a way that has a positive impact not only on my immediate life, but on the grand tapestry of time? This mindset could lead us to make wiser decisions, be more patient with our personal growth, and have greater compassion for others. Second, reflect on Melchizedek's role as a mediator between the divine and the human. In our daily lives, how can we become bridges between the mundane and the transcendent? Perhaps this means dedicating time each day to meditation or contemplation, seeking moments of connection with something greater than ourselves. Or it might involve being more mindful of how our actions affect others and the world around us. Third, consider the mysterious nature of Melchizedek. In a world that values quick answers and instant gratification, the enigma of Melchizedek reminds us of the importance of mystery and uncertainty. Could we learn to embrace the unknown in our own lives? To see challenges and unanswered questions not as problems, but as opportunities for growth and discovery? Fourth, reflect on the idea of Melchizedek as a being from another world or dimension. This invites us to expand our perspective beyond our immediate concerns. How would our lives change if we constantly reminded ourselves that we are part of a vast and wondrous universe? Perhaps we would become more curious, more open to new ideas and experiences, more willing to question our assumptions and limiting beliefs. Fifth, consider the longevity of Melchizedek. Although we cannot live forever in our current physical bodies, how could we cultivate a long-term mindset in our lives? This might mean investing more in lasting relationships, in projects with long-term impact, or in developing skills and knowledge that can benefit future generations. Finally, reflect on the idea of Melchizedek as a guide or mentor. In our own lives, how can we become mentors to others? What wisdom and experience can we share to help guide those around us on their journeys? As we walk this path of discovery, let us also consider how we can light the way for others, as Melchizedek has done throughout the ages. How can we share our wisdom and experience in a manner that uplifts those around us? Simultaneously, how can we remain open to the guidance and wisdom others might offer us, recognizing that every person we meet could be a Melchizedek on our path? My dear companions in this quest for truth, I urge you to take these reflections and apply them in your daily life. Let each morning as you wake prompt you to ask, how can I live today in a way that honors the eternal wisdom of Melchizedek? How can I be a bridge between the earthly and the cosmic in my everyday life? Remember, the true power of these revelations is not merely in knowing them, but in living them. Let the enigmatic figure of Melchizedek be a beacon guiding you towards a more conscious, compassionate, and connected existence with the vast mystery of the cosmos. And who knows, perhaps in embracing these teachings, we are preparing for our own cosmic journey to become the Melchizedeks of the future, guiding others toward a deeper understanding of reality. Truth, my friends, is not just something that is discovered, it is something that is lived. May the wisdom of Melchizedek illuminate your path and transform your existence in ways you cannot yet imagine. My courageous seekers of truth, we have reached the end of our journey today. But remember, this is not an ending, but a new beginning. The revelations about Melchizedek that we have explored together are only the tip of the cosmic iceberg that awaits us. As you reflect on all we have discovered, I urge you to keep your minds and hearts open. Truth, as we have seen, often challenges our expectations and forces us to re-examine everything we thought we knew. Now, I make a call to action. 1. Investigate on your own. Do not settle for what I or others tell you. Seek, question, explore. Truth reveals itself to those who pursue it relentlessly. Share these ideas with others, but do so with wisdom and respect. Not everyone is ready for these truths, but those who are might find in your words the spark that ignites their own journey of discovery. Apply these teachings in your daily life. Live each day as if you are eternal beings on a cosmic journey, because in essence, that is exactly what we are. Be attentive to the signs. The universe is constantly communicating with us. Perhaps Melchizedek, or beings like him, are closer than we think, subtly guiding us towards our cosmic destiny. Join our community. In the link in the description, you will find a forum where you can share your own theories, experiences, and discoveries with other truth seekers like you. Remember, each of you carries within you the spark of the divine, the potential to become your own Melchizedek. Cultivate that spark. Nourish it with knowledge, compassion, and an unyielding quest for truth. In our next episode, we will delve into the mysteries of Atlantis and its possible connection to extraterrestrial civilizations. Don't miss it, because the revelations we will uncover could forever change our understanding of human history. Until then, my dear friends, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground, for it is in the balance between the cosmic and the earthly that we find our true nature. I am Dr. Alejandro Vega, and remember, the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered by those with the courage to seek it. Until our next meeting, may the wisdom of Melchizedek guide you, and the light of truth illuminate your path.